Hi folks, back again. Decided actually to make this video basically on healthy eating habits to help prevent stuff like diseases such as diabetes, stroke, heart disease, kidney failure, um, hypertension, that kind of stuff, because these people are really and truly, psychopath, and they're using these diseases as basically as the bullet to destroy and kill, murder someone by making it seem like it happens naturally. So I call this, basically assassinations by these diseases. And how do they implement such a assassination program? How do they get you, at the general public or someone who's targeted for assassination, to basically go ahead and change up your whole entire diet to something unhealthy, where they can induce and create the conditions for you to develop these diseases and create the external conditions in which these diseases trigger an attack, a heart attack, stroke, that kind of stuff. So in my situation, they're trying to assassinate me basically by trying to give me diabetes. And how they do this is simple. They look at your family history to see whether or not your family history has a history of diabetes, strokes, heart failure, cancer, that sort of thing. And my grandmother on my dad's side had diabetes, and my dad also have diabetes. But here is the thing with diabetes. And same thing with heart disease and strokes and all that kind of stuff. If you are, everyone basically, people say, well, you have a pre-existing condition, means that your diet is not healthy. So being that your diet is not healthy, it sets up the condition in which these diseases can, or these ailments and illnesses can happen. My dad was a professional bodybuilder, has never eaten bad in his entire life. So, was my grandmother. She was not obese, not overweight. And, with these psychopaths, I like to call them, because that's exactly what they are, they target your family and try to create a sort of a genetic trail, in a sense, or a hereditary marker, I should say, because no one else in my family has, that I know of, suffer from any of these ailments such as diabetes and heart disease, cancer, that kind of stuff. So they possibly will, if they're targeting your entire family, it doesn't matter where in the world your family's from. They can basically create the conditions. And how you create the conditions is basically by genetically modifying the genes of an individual. You do it to the grandmother, you do it to the father or the mother, and then you do it to the child, son or the daughter. And I find it very strange that I'm pretty knowledgeable about health and that kind of stuff. So I find it very, very strange. You talk to any doctor, and any doctor will tell you that these diseases, the main reason that these diseases happen, or these ailments happen, is because of your midsection. Okay, I mean, that's a big part of it. Also, eating healthy and having a healthy diet, of course, with regular exercise and stuff like that also helps. But everyone in the entire world can possibly have diabetes or stroke or heart failure, heart attack, heart disease, that kind of, depending on how, how your diet is. The midsection is very vital. Any doctor will tell you. I don't care how big you are as a person. If your midsection is extremely large, you will most likely suffer from one of these ailments. And I think, that is the reason why they are so keen on getting my stomach to be big. And that is why, when I work out, I do cardio and I eat right, that the rest of me can be getting leaner, but my midsection keeps getting larger. And a few months back, when I was videotaping, I showed you guys basically how my midsection had a pear shape, which to me was very, very odd that my midsection had a pear shape. Usually it happens in women. Women, their midsection usually resembles a pear shape. Men, their midsection usually resembles the look of an apple, or round, a much more round state of being. So now it seems like they're trying to create the apple shape of my midsection because I brought that to your attention. But once again, my diet has been pretty steady. My diet, consists of fruits, veggies. I eat a very balanced meal. I said 3 balanced meals a day. I don't eat carbs a lot, but I do eat carbs the night before I train my legs. Carbs are important. It's important because that's what your body uses for energy and stuff like that, along with your sugars and all that kind of stuff. So, you have to include carbs in your diet, and also healthy fats. Salmon, tilapia, nuts, that kind of thing. So, peanut butter. The point is that this is how, along with mind control, when they mind control you to basically go to a store where something has been strategically placed that contains a chemical, and it could be anything. It could be in a liquid, let's say canned pineapples or whatever, where there is where they can possibly hide something that basically can give you cancer, that sort of stuff. So this is how it's done. This is how they assassinate people. And as I was saying, with me and my diet, I exercise regularly. I get plenty of cardio. I go to the doctor every year and get a physical, and all my physicals have come back fine. Prostate, I haven't done a prostate exam. I'm only 42, but in the coming years I know I will have to. But my blood and all that kind of stuff is checked, and everything comes back normal. Cholesterol's great, because I do a lot of cardio. I eat a lot of, not a whole lot, but I eat, salmon and a lot of fish. I rarely eat red meat. I do add some red meat to my diet every once in a while. I really don't need to, but I do because of the creatine content. So, when I find that I'm exercising, I'm eating right, and I'm not seeing the results that I should be seeing, then I know something is wrong. People say as you get older, of course, your metabolism slows down. True, but there are ways that you can speed your metabolism. You can eat more meals a day, small meals a day, which I do, and constantly in motion. So, there's really isn't any reason. Whereas before, I used to see results. No, I don't, because of what they're doing to me physically. So for you guys, the TIs out there who may not join a gym or may not is not into exercising and that kind of stuff. Exercise is very important. Okay, it's some form of exercise important. You know, walk around your neighborhood. You know, get one of those DVD tapes or Blu-ray, and you know, Tybo or you know whatever. You know, Sean T's Ab Attack, P90X. You know, you can do that stuff at home. Okay, so we know, you know, not everybody's hardcore weightlifters. It just depends on, you know, you as a person, what you're used to, what you're comfortable with. I've always been lifting all my life, so I'm going to continue lifting probably until I can't lift anymore. Then I'll just, you know, stick a DVD or a Blu-ray tape in and, you know, do some P90X or something like that. But, you know, there's always something you can do. So exercising is important. But today, you know, I want to concentrate on some diet tips, some foods to eat to help prevent, to help combat some of the stuff that they're doing to the targeted individuals. And, you know, a lot of stuff, especially, you know, they basically manipulate your thyroid glands. Okay, your thyroid glands are very important. About a few days ago, and it lasted for about, maybe I would say about 4 days, my body odor became very pungent. I've never had issues with my body odor because I shower regularly, sometimes 2, 3 times a day, and you know, I use deodorant and all that kind of stuff. I remember showering at night and then waking up in the morning and literally, I mean, I would smell pungent, like a funky smell. It wasn't like a gym smell. It was just a smell that was pungent. It wasn't anything that I've ever smelled before. So I went and looked up some symptoms of diabetes and that kind of stuff. And I also called my doctor and explained to him what was happening to me. And he asked me to come in for an appointment, but I declined because, I mean, I know what they're trying to do, and my next physical isn't scheduled until August. So I want to wait till then. If it gets bad, you know, that's actually yesterday and today, the smell went away. The pungent smell went away. So I want to wait till August to get my physical, and then, you know, because I don't want to be running to the doctor all the time, because this is how they try to discredit you by making you look paranoid and say, hey, look, see, he's always running to the doctor. He thinks something is wrong with him and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, this is what they do. So these foods basically would surely should help you guys help to combat some of this stuff that's being done to you. And also, I like to point out, like to show this right here. This is coconut meat, actually, the meat from the actual coconut. And this is great because, you know, this also helps to maintain muscle structure, help to maintain the cellular, I guess, well, basically, you know, it helps to basically hold your muscle and that kind of stuff. So, you know, this is important. You know, I urge you guys to, you know, just go to the store, get a coconut and break it. I use a hammer. I bang it on the ground. And what I do is I have a cup next to me in which I pour the coconut water from the actual coconut into the cup. And I usually do that because what I found out, like I said, you know, they can put all kind of chemicals in anything that is a liquid that you get in a store. So what I do now is actually, you know, as a kid in the Caribbean, we used to drink coconut water all the time from the tree. You get a coconut and then you cut it open with a machete and then you drink the water from that. But here, you know, in North Carolina, coconuts are not really indigenous to this region. So in the stores, you either get like the coconut water that is manufactured, or you buy actual coconuts. And if you have a machete, then I don't have a machete, but so I buy the coconut itself, and I either crack it, break it, and then pour the coconut water into a glass, or and then I drink that. Um, so that's something that you guys might be interested in doing. Also, coconut water is great because it has antifungal properties, so it helps to fight bacteria and all this kind of stuff. So it and also it helps to keep you hydrated. So it's important that you and it's also packed with like simple sugars, electrolytes, minerals, and bioactive compounds such as uh, cytokinin and enzymes that are great for for your digestive system, and like I said, helps prevent bacteria, fight bacteria in your body. And it also it has increased levels of HDLs um, in the blood, and so that's basically helps. It's beneficial in helping to prevent coronary arteries, the blockage of your arteries and your blood vessels. So it's important that you guys eat healthy. Okay, so here are some more foods that you guys should eat. Blueberries. Blueberries are great. I eat blueberries every morning or as much as I can. And blueberries are great. It helps to lower your blood sugar levels and control blood glucose levels, and contains vitamin E, vitamin A, vitamin C, and it's a powerful antioxidant, and it limits radical mediated injuries to the body. So blueberries are important. Blackberries also I eat for breakfast, which is a powerful antioxidant, and it's been shown to have potential health benefits against cancer, aging, inflammation, and neurological diseases. So these are psychotronic weapons that they're hitting us with. This kind of stuff can help to prevent some of the neurological damages. I'm not sure to what extent, but any little bit, I would say, helps. Okay, let's see what else here. Kiwis. Kiwis is one of my favorite foods, and I try to eat as much kiwi fruit as possible. Kiwi lessens respiratory problems like asthma, coughing, and wheezing. Kiwi protects against DNA damage in cancer. It improves cardiovascular health, the protection against muscular degeneration. And if you're a woman and you're pregnant, kiwi is great for pregnancy because the vitamins in the kiwi helps prevent birth defects. Kiwi prevents constipation, and it keeps your digestive tract healthy. It boosts your immune system, and it's packed with vitamins. So it also helps and promote beautiful skin. So along with coconut water is great for your skin. People always compliment me on my skin and say, "How your skin so beautiful?" And I'm like, "Well, coconut water." You look at people from the Caribbean, and if you visit, you'll notice that they have beautiful skin. So these are some of the foods, and also ginger. I love ginger. I make ginger tea like almost every day, and ginger is great for maintaining normal blood circulation. It remedies motion sickness. It improves absorption, prevents cold and flu. It combats stomach discomfort. It also helps to prevent colon cancer. It reduces pain and inflammation. It fights common respiratory problems, and also acts as a treatment for ovarian cancer. And also ginger strengthens your immune system and also helps to combat morning sickness. So these are just a few of the foods that I like to eat that has helped me, in aiding some of the stuff. I think, if I have not been the type of person that eat healthy, that basically pay attention to my body, the changes in my body, and know how to explain those changes, to you guys, so that hopefully, if you guys are experiencing some of the things, and you guys know that this is real, if you can explain or you can identify with what I'm explaining that I'm feeling, then you know that this stuff is real. And one of the things that I want to stress also is for folks to don't eat a lot of salt, okay? In terms of where this stuff is very stressful to you. Having a high volume of salt, of sodium in your blood raises your blood pressure tremendously and can lead to hypertension, especially if you're a person that's overweight. And hypertension is very, very serious. It's very deadly for folks who are overweight because it can basically lead to stroke. And so you guys don't eat a lot of salt. Usually, I went to the grocery store and I usually eat pistachios. And pistachios and almonds, I usually snack on those. Those are healthy for you. And whenever I get any pistachios, the ones that's unshelled, that has salt, I usually soak it in some water, and then I place it in the oven, and I put the oven on maybe about like 350 for it to dry, to kind of get rid of that salt. Because usually I rarely find unshelled pistachios that are unsalted. So, and I actually like the idea of cracking the shells of the pistachios. It just does something, I think, to my perps. When they enter my apartment, I usually leave a bowl of empty shells, on my kitchen counter or on my bedroom dresser, and I think it does something to them. Also, tomatoes and broccoli in combination has been found to be a very powerful fighting agent against cancer. And it also lowers your risk for stroke. So for now, that's about it. Eat healthy. Try, get a balanced diet. Make sure you get protein in your diet. Make sure you get the right amount of carbs and sugars. Sugars, simple sugar, of course, not too much sugar, but you do need simple forms of sugar. Fat, you really don't need, just the healthy fat, the essential fat, which is, because your body really doesn't need fat, just the essential fat around your heart and around your most important internal organs. So, just keep on fighting, eat right, drink plenty of water. If you drink water and you find that in your water, when you drink the water, your throat feels kind of dry and sticky, and it's like you're losing your voice, there's something wrong with the water. If you're drinking water and you find that your stomach gets bloated and you're starting to pass gas, there is something wrong in your water. Okay, so what I do is, when I find stuff like this happen, I call the Environmental Protection Agency. I live in an apartment complex. I usually go to the apartment complex first and inform them that, something is wrong with my water. This is what's happening. And I usually try to bring them a sample or have one of the employees come and taste the water. Usually they don't want to taste the water. If I tell them, I've had an argument, where The guy was like, I'm not drinking that water. I'm like, well, I mean, I'm telling you, there's something wrong with the water, and I need for you to, not that I want to put someone else's life in danger, but a lot of these people are also perps because they allow some of these people to come into your apartment when you're not at home because they have access to your keys and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so if you live in an apartment complex where they have to have a key just in case of emergency, um, anything that's wrong here, I go to the office and I tell them, hey, this is what's going on. Then I call the Environmental Protection Agency, and I usually keep a sample of the water. But then of course, if you leave, they might come in, out, whatever. These people are so cunning and so sneaky that it's unbelievable. But anyway, like I said, so you guys just eat healthy, maintain a balanced diet, talk to a doctor. You can go online, you can go on websites like bodybuilding.com, which gives you great nutritional plans. And you don't have to be a workout guru to eat some of this stuff. It's just good, healthy eating to combat some of the adverse effect that's happening to your body while you're in this program. So again, I did a video like this before, and I want to do another video like this again, and I'll probably do another video like this soon in the near future. But eating right is essential, guys. I want you guys to be healthy. I want you guys to care about your health, care about the health of your children. I want you guys to be around when these people get caught so we can look at them in the face and say what we have to say. Okay? So I definitely want you guys to know I love you guys a whole lot. For those people who look at my video and comment, I thank you. And anything that I can do, just leaving a comment. You need to talk. We can email, all that kind of stuff. My email address is neilhadyn@gmail.com. So you guys enjoy the weekend, eat great food, and also let me just say this: I usually take like aspirin like maybe once or twice a week. So you guys might it's just a low dosage actually. Might want to incorporate that because there are times when I feel like there's something in my water, my food, and my head feels like there's a buildup of pressure. So what I do is I go to the gym, I take an aspirin, I go to the gym and I squat to help to release some of that pressure that, when you squat or, you lift heavy, you basically blow off a lot of steam in a sense. So it seems like, your head is filled with steam and it needs to be released. So I go and I squat or I lift heavy, and then, and I do cardio, and then my head starts to feel lighter, and, that pressure buildup seems to dissipate. So these are things that you guys have to pay attention to. And like I said, I urge you guys to really eat right and to get some form of exercise. And if you find that, if you're a person and you find yourself having that pungent smell, go to a doctor, go to the hospital, and get checked for diabetes. So, like I said, the main thing is your midsection, guys. Your midsection. Try to keep it as low as possible. Okay? Like I said, that is the reason why they're trying to get my midsection big, because that way, perhaps I can develop diabetes. And they actually tell you what they're going to do to you, because I've made a video before where someone sent me something from it was from a VA hospital, and it's actually, they put it in my mail. The mailman put it in my mailbox, and I'm like, well, this is not mine. So I called up the VA hospital to find out, about this stuff, and obviously, you know, the the number on the package was for their, I guess, the diabetes treatment section of the VA hospital. So I took the package to the office, and I let them know that this is not, you know, this does not belong to me. And you know, I've never served in the military, so all of a sudden now all this is happening to me, and I'm getting people's packages, you know, for whatever diabetic equipment that's in those packages. So, you know, these people are very, very despicable. Like seriously, seriously despicable. So, I mean, but that's it for now. I will keep you guys, and I took the day off from the gym tomorrow. I mean, today, and I'm probably gonna take the day off tomorrow. If I do go, I'm only gonna do cardio, probably about an hour and a half of cardio, and you know, I will keep you guys always informed of what's going on with me. I don't care for those people out there who talk about, oh, you know, he's a nut or whatever, schizophrenic. That's nonsense. Like I said in my videos before, the hospital I used to go to talk about some of this stuff, all those people, I provided evidence, and all those doctors have said to me, looked me in my face, and they have said to me, I cannot tell you what's going on, but believe me, I believe you, something is going on. And those doctors were transferred from that place. Okay? So that to me is my proof that this is not in my head. That's what they want you to believe. But if you are doing what I'm doing and seeing the destructive forces or the destructive manner that is taking place physically, you know, then it can't be all in my head. It really and truly can't be. So anyway, have a great weekend. I will try to make another video next week, or maybe at the end of the weekend, to see how things go this weekend. And I thank you guys once again, the folks who are looking at my video. Have a great weekend. Eat healthy, exercise, and I bid you guys farewell. Until next time.